3rd century Rome faced problems both within and outside of the empire. The beginning of the decline was marked by the end of the Pax Romana. The end of Marcus Aurelius's reign marked the end of the Pax Romana. The rulers that followed him did not know how to handle such a large empire with problems of a weakening economy, military and political turmoil, and the effects of Christianity. The economy weakened because trade was disrupted by enemy attacks on the borders of Rome and along the Mediterranean Sea. Rome also ran out of new sources of gold and silver because they had no new lands to conquer to acquire those resources. The government was forced to raise taxes to get needed money. They also began minting new money with less silver in it. The money was less valuable and inflation set in. Agriculture also declined because the soil was overworked and also damaged due to years of war. Food shortages led to a decrease in population and disease. Political turmoil also contributed to the fall of Rome. Because there was not strong leadership, military commanders fought amongst themselves to gain the throne. The soldiers they led were not loyal to Rome, but to their commanders. In response to this, the government then decided to pay mercenaries to fight. These men were less expensive than Roman citizens, but were not loyal. Christianity also had an effect on the number of Roman soldiers who were available. Christians were pacifists and refused to fight, so fewer citizens were available to become soldiers. Generally, citizens were less patriotic and were no longer willing to give their lives for the empire. Reforms were instituted that allowed the empire to survive another 200 years. In the year AD 284, Diocletian became the emperor. He restored order by strength and by ruling with an iron fist. He severely limited personal freedom and tried to control inflation by fixing the prices of goods. He declared himself a god. He believed that the empire was too large to manage and split into two halves, the richer East and the Latin-speaking West. He took the wealthier for himself, and co-assigned a ruler to manage the West. After he retired due to illness, a civil war broke out. Eventually, a young commander named Constantine took over and regained control of both the East and the West. When Constantine died, the empire divided again. This time the West would fall to invaders. In 410, large numbers of Germans overran the northern borders in an attempt to get away from the attacking Huns. They plundered Rome. Next, the Huns, ruled by Attila, unsuccessfully attacked the east. They moved on to the west against Rome, but did not conquer it because of famine and disease. These attacks weakened the west, and Germanic invasions continued. Germanic forces overran the west in 476 and marked the end of Roman rule. The Eastern Empire, known as the Byzantine Empire, continued to thrive for 1,000 more years.
This is the song that runs under the credits. These are the credits, so this is where it goes. Has nothing to do with the movie, so we'll say